the flag of freedom. But it was really beautiful here. I was standing here and I was looking at this monument and for the veterans, and saw a falling star shoot right across the way. We've seen the red flickering. It was awesome. Some say that that a meteorite is a fallen angel. I don't know the truth on that one, to be honest with you. But I don't know. If it's a fallen angel, I hope not. But it's just like a dirt or meteorite particles and stuff like that. But so this thing I wanted to tell you that this place is beautiful here at night, and it's just gorgeous. You got this lake all around you, just nice and silent and peaceful. But we've got a flickering light here. And but anyway, what I want to say real quick was that I came over here and reading this wall here. It had these statements, and they're just amazing. I know really fast because it takes a long time for people to digest it. So I just want to talk about these things. These are great words, and these are words that we should live by, whether in the Bible or not. There's a lot of things that we should live by that just aren't necessarily in the Bible. I mean, yeah, the Bible is a very good thing to the first law and the order, but a lot of things are just about being human. We talked about through music and art in very many ways. And God communicates through people, and sometimes the artists themselves talk, in their hearts and their souls. But anyway, so I'll read this to you quick. Let us always, even as we rightfully revere the past and its heritage of freedom, never fear or doubt the future. For this, the future is the hope and the home of all who are young and are free, if they are but brave. Now, that is what's really important. Is without hope, I'm just pulling out one key word out of that. I know there's a lot of stuff there, but you take away hope, then you take away everything for a person. Is a key. You should never remove somebody's hope or faith. One I'll be real fast because there's too many to read, but the one that really stuck out to me. Well, listen to. Anyway. Well, I can let you. Sorry, I'm looking at the same time, so I hope this. I'm sorry, this is a terrible one, but right here is really important. This one I'm gonna get moving here. Is that here it says change on principle is progress. Constant change without principle becomes chaos. Wow, there's a lot there in the word change. So change based on principle is progress. Constant change without principle becomes chaos. Now, I don't want to go there, but I want to always stay positive, but when you see these things, I want to base that on the world. We have massive change. Change is going to happen whether you accept it or not. The world is going to change. It's going to happen. But change based on principle is progress. And I think, we are not based on principle. We've removed God from the churches, from the schools, and everything else. So we don't have our principles in place. And it's been a mess. So we've entered a state of chaos, okay? And constant change without principle becomes chaos, right? But also what I want to bring to attention to this is that, and I can't remember if I've talked to this or just people in the streets, that change is the key to everything. I changed when I was saved by the Father and Lord. I changed really quick. I don't even recognize myself about how much more once I got that Holy Spirit in me and that positive and that love and stuff like that. So what it comes down to, now I've used this even testing people who are homeless, that if somebody doesn't want to change, it's not about anything else, whether they love or this and that. They can love and show love. And it can be that they actually have love in their heart. But if they don't want to change, then there's not much you can do for that individual. If you have friends or family that are around you that don't change or learn from mistakes or want to do better themselves, then you got to be concerned about that. Because I've learned the hard way that if you don't change, is that one key word, right? And I'll explain that if you have somebody who's homeless, let's say you walk up to them on the street, because there are people that need help, but if they don't want to change, they don't have a plan. So you test, do you have a plan? If I give you some money or I help you out, what are you going to do with that? Because sometimes you'll hear, well, I need a bus ticket or this and that. But I want to hear about true change, right? That, what is your goals? What are your plans? Well, and some will say, I'll have a situation, I don't have an ID, or I need some funds to do this, and I have this, and I'm going to do this, and, oh, there's another falling star. Oh, my goodness. That is 2 in the same spot in a row. Wow. That was just head north. I don't think I got that on the thing, but so you got to make sure that people want to change. Okay, that is key to a lot of things. If they don't want to change, then, and then that's why sometimes even when you find a new path with the Father and Lord, you change, and pretty soon you'll lose everybody around you, your friends, your family, whatever. And it's an unfortunate situation. That's a positive change that they just can't really deal with. And some people, when you change, they can't control you or hold you down or things like that. It's part of the narcissistic behavior or evil behavior and stuff like that. Because I've asked people, like, I'm not going to pull out names or people like that they don't have anything to do with me now. And the key was, what made you run or this not want to be around me anymore? What was the situation? You know what they said? 2 words: you've changed. Okay. Now, so that is the key to all of it. Okay. So if you have somebody in your life, and I've talked to other people who've gone through relationships, husbands and spouses and things like that, that is a key determiner if you need to kind of correct a situation. You have to own discernment in your heart to find out what to do with that. But if that individual doesn't want to change, then, you better start asking yourself, you might have to cut that cord. They're going to pull you off the cliff with them, okay? That is key. They just kind of floating down the river and just taking the bumps wherever they go, okay? So make sure change is very key to that person. And, not only in their religious ways, they do really want to change, to quit doing their meth or change of just being a better person. They have some things. And if they don't change, or they don't like you changing or themselves, then I'm telling you, it's going to be a hard thing to swallow. You're going to have to make a decision and quickly cut them out of your life. Because, and also keep this in mind, that sometimes you got to let people go. I know it sounds hard. We want to help. We want to help everybody we can. Love one another, as John said, and also help one another. Be neighborly, love thy neighbor. But there's a point in time where you have to make that decision where that friend or whoever, that if you're not seeing any change, then you got to just pull the ripcord on that, like I said, and just get out of that situation. But use God for that discernment, and He can help guide you. So can the Lord. The Lord, they'll guide you through this process, and you got to sometimes find that truth quicker through yourself, and seek God for those answers. But sometimes I've heard some horror stories. People just go on, and I've had to do it. I've walked out now that I've learned that lesson. If they're holding me back and also withdrawing me from doing my mission, I said, I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. I have to cut you out. I've tried to help you, and you just don't want to change, and you move on your way. So anyway, well, all right. So let's keep this positive, because let's keep a positive change. Yes, let's change that world for the Father and Lord. What do you think? I think every one of us, and we can do this. And that's a positive change. So we're going to focus on positive changes, right? That's what we need, and that is what my heart and soul is. That we're going to bring this change, and we're going to have a new world of peace and love and joy, and it's going to change. We're just going to make sure that change is the right direction. Okay. God bless you all, and I hope everyone's having a great evening.